Всем привет! Добро пожаловать на мой канал. Извините за паузу без голоса. Я только сейчас обнаружил, что у меня не работает микрофон. Так вот, мы закончили над тем, что я немножко пострадал в прошлой части над выполнением одного основного задания. Понял, что уровнем я немножко мал. И что надо бы подкачаться, то есть поднять уровень. Я так не люблю гриндить, ребят, вы бы знали. Но, видимо, придется.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
Как говорится, неизвестно, чем это закончится. Так, и я хотел полететь в Хогсмит, чтобы все-таки чего-то доприкупить. Палочка, понятно. Вот тут что-то. Жадная брюква. Давайте в брюкву сходим. Я помню, что я там покупал... что-то покупал. Быть может, я сейчас куплю мандрагору и что-то там мне еще надо было посмотреть. Для другого заклинания, для другого задания. Это как минимум даст мне опыт и что-то там еще. Давайте посмотрим. Плюс надо в талантах, наверное, все-таки что-то попрокачивать. Ну, начнем их с Хогсмита. Наверное, я сейчас проверю одежду. Попродаю старую одежду, которая мне не нужна. Ну и посмотрим, что еще есть. Наверное, зря я покупал одежду. Тратил достаточно много денег, кстати, на это все. Но, как говорится, уже купил. Так, давайте снаряжением. Что у нас есть? Шарфик мощный, по-моему, стоит, да? Да. Тут ничего поменять не могу. Он мне ничего не даст. Тут... А вот это надо будет... Ага. 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 Да, оденем. Очки, конечно. Экс. Ого, сколько перчаток. Можно продать. Там, наверное, пока. Так, карта. Я просто вспомнил, что здесь можно что-то купить. Потому что, да, меня Уизли сюда посылала, здесь я вроде как что-то покупал.
Hello, be with you in a bit.
Да. Порыш. Мальва. Удобрение. Листья бадьяна. Стебель водоросль. Так, давайте для начала все продадим.
You've a good head for business, haven't you?
Это пока не будем продавать. Так, что по заданию мне нужно? Так. Задание. Ядовитую тентаклю и мандрагору. Понятно. Зелье невидимости мне еще надо взять. И грозовой напиток. О, господи. Так, хорошо. Мне нужна ядовитая тентакулу и мандрагора. Есть ли у тебя, чувак, хоть что-нибудь из этого? Мальва, спорыш, водоросли, бадьян. Ничего у тебя из этого нет. Ясно, я понял.
No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Revelio.
Так, тогда идем к зельям. А, да? Ага. Ок. Так, зелья, по-моему, вот тут были.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all.
Купить. Миссии я потом у него повыполняю. Так, что-то у тебя были... Сирющая, Максима. Грозный напиток. Грозовой, вот этот.
A
Не
wise
нужен.
decision.
И зелье невидимости.
I hope to see
Всё.
you again. Farewell for now.
Так, хорошо. Что по заданиям? Надо это испытать еще в бою, да, как я понимаю? Так. Ага. И испытайте его в деле. Хорошо. Надо теперь найти, где испытать. Так, окей. Идем искать. Мы пойдем, наверное, куда-то сюда. Я так понимаю, зелье невидимости можно испытать чисто на стелсе. То, наверное, я сейчас и сделаю. И затем, если у меня есть заклинание. Блин. Эти деньги на это все. Где мне мандрагору раздобыть? Ее, наверное, как-то можно вырастить.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
Да, я туда не собираюсь идти, отстань. Мне нужны враги. Идем искать врагов. Ага, вот враги. Там за враг-то. Он такой один. А... блин. Улетаем отсюда. Немножко не... Блин! Задание началось. Ух. Так. Задание началось. Хорошо. Да, наверное, можно возвращаться к нему, где он тут был.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Там, по-моему, где-то, да? Ага, вот тут. Кто-то есть. Кто идет.
Yes. Leviosa. Confringo.
Теперь можно возвращаться в Хогвартс. М. И получать заслуженную награду за квест. Ради очередного заклинания. О, Господи. Ох уж эти квесты в Хогвартс Легаси. Как же это интересно, ребят. Как же это интересно. Я вот правда, если честно, не люблю...
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Не наверх или вниз? Мне вниз. Так, вот здесь еще есть телепорт, который я не открыл, да? Нет, не здесь.
What in Merlin's name are you doing in a restricted section? What do you think you'd find?
Revelio.
Even a traitor and that is a problem.
А в чем решение?
Revelio.
Ну, давайте пробовать. Говорится методом втыка. Ясно, понятно, ничего не решу. Чуть подумаю потом, как решить эту загадку.
Have you finished your assignments?
А, я выполнил
I
твои
finished the
задания.
tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready.
Да, давай уже.
Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom.
Я разберусь, отстань от меня. Так, окей. Видимо, я уже могу это задание, да? Изучение тварей. А. Давайте к тварям. Да, я забыл, что можно по инвизу врагов убивать. И я просто, видимо, немножко дебил. Ну, так бывает, ладно. страшного. Разберемся. И, по сути, обширная игра. Очень даже интересная. Ну вот гринд, правда, гринд меня немножко подбешивает. Надо там левел поднять, тут, короче, пойти то купить, потратить свои кровно заработанные бабосики, которые, как говорится, не просто так даются. А, я еще хотел все-таки комнату найти, ладно.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue.
И что мне надо
Use my
сделать?
brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts.
Четко, хорошо. Куда назначить? Ну ладно, пусть будет сюда.
It enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He
Ну да, он
is.
миленький.
Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Угу. Ну давайте.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone.
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Можно ему как-то выдать?
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training.
Так, ну пусть будет так.
To them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Ну, подошел.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps.
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Понятно.
I need to talk to you. Come here.
Did you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
You've
Давай.
intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise.
Так, после этого занятия мне надо будет все-таки найти выручай
Quite the
комнату.
weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back.
О, кровокрыл.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
Что? Поклонимся.
I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
Прикольно.
So,
А
what
покататься
did
так
you
и не
think of
дали.
Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howen mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howen, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
Надо бы в этом, да,
I think that's a
разобраться.
fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know,
Так,
the
пойдем.
better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
А, выручай комната. Выручай комната. Не тут. Секретные комнаты. Ага. Выручай комнаты. Хорошо, так вот оно. Можно было просто так. Так, распознавательный шкаф нужен. Опа. Не тут, а тут, походу. Окей. Так, бадьян. Надо мне побольше этого. А больше бутылок я не могу. Так. Мгм. Так, надо наколдовать 7 этих. Я понял. А, их покупать все-таки надо. О, мне мандрагора нужна. У меня ее нет, да? У магазина Тимофильды. А, Тимофилы и поганки. Тимофилы и поганки. Ладно, я понял. Тимофилы и поганки. А где это? Так. Требуется доставка, следуй за бабочками. Тимофилы и поганки. Фолианты и свитки. Вот как раз здесь можно купить столы. Волшебная брюква. Это не то. Карта мира. Где-то я там сверху видел. Вот, по-моему, здесь. Не. Так, нет, не тут. Тут что? Шанг древней магии. Таня Мерлина. Шанг древней магии. Это что? Ага. Тоже все не то. Так. Тут что? Леопольд Бобок или Бобкок. А, хорошо. Тут непонятно, да? Кинбридж, Айрондел. Ну и где этот магазин? Так, еще раз, какой нам нужен? Посмотрим. В магазине фолианты и свитки, окей. Не это. А вот... Тимофилы и поганки. Давайте-ка посмотрим, где это. По-любому где-то фиг знает где, да? Так это в Хоксмиде все-таки. Угу. Хорошо. Вот тут. Вот тут, значит, давайте сюда. Как раз сейчас мандрагору и приобретем. Может быть, не только мандрагору, может быть, еще что-то. Ай. Так, ну хилки я себе немножко подфармил. Что не может не радовать? Таланты. Таланты сейчас надо посмотреть. Потому что что-то мне не нравится, сколько меня хилит. По-моему, там было какое-то улучшение. И мне нужно... Нужно. Мне нужно выучить заклинание столбеней, которого, кстати, я еще не знаю, да? Это прям... Я ж не знаю еще столбеней, да? Заклинания. Надо посмотреть. Надо посмотреть. Так. Дефинда окей. Липенда. Арестум моментум. Глациус. Левиоса. Трансформация. Это все не то. Акцио. Депульса. Десцендо. Липенда. Ресто моментум. Венгардиум левиоса. Угу. Хорошо, значит. Ой, я не то сделал. Угу. Таланты, заклинания. Так, окей. Так, заклинание ценды создает вокруг. Нет, это мне не то, что нужно. Темное искусство. Заклинание остолбеней оказывает на врагов тот же эффект, что и проклятие. Но у меня его нет. Ага. Экспеллиарбус оказывает на врагов тот же, что и проклятие. Сделаем. Ну и флипенда мне нужно будет выучить, да? Столбеней бы выучить. Так, из ключевых. Вот это надо. Сильнее. Ага, хорошо. Ну и там не то, что мне нужно. Так. Так. Налево. Я, во-первых, вижу страничку. Окей. А во-вторых, мне надо посмотреть еще раз карту, где я... Да, все в правильном направлении иду. Вот он, этот магазин, где должна быть мандрагора. Да, вот Тимофеевы и поганки. Так, и тут еще есть сундучок. Так, ну что ж, давайте мы посмотрим, что у нас в снаряжении. Здесь, по-моему, ничего интересного, да? Да. И все, больше ничего. Значит, продаем, покупаем мандрагору, потом, что мне еще нужно по заданию? Мне нужна, по-моему, мандрагора и ядовитая тентакула. Угу. Говорим.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Whew. Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green.
welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh, mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't a constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place.
Ну, меня пока не
Mind you don't knock the
парализовало.
mandrakes. Oh, if there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clear-up.
What do you have for sale?
Так, окей. Вот, у нее есть мандрагора, это уже хорошо. Продаем,
But
только
your
я ее,
friends will be
наверное,
with me till they're
не
sold.
смогу купить, да?
Then we'll have to make do with money.
Китайская и ядовитые тентакулы есть, я понял. Ага, ага. Ага, я понял, нужно много
Doors
золота.
always open. You be
Хорошо.
sure to stop by soon.
Что ты мне за задание предлагаешь?
Doors always open. You be
Поговорить
sure
я
to stop
могу,
by soon.
только... Да нет, у тебя задание
Doors
было.
always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Нет, все равно, ну ладно. Надеялся, что
Doors
все-таки ты мне
always
дашь
open.
задание.
You be sure to stop by
Ладно,
soon.
тогда пойдем у другого. Кто там зелье продает? Пробуем взять задание, а может и нет. Или какое мне задание предлагают? Нет, погодите-ка. Там какое-то задание предлагали выполнить. Наверное, там мне дадут в награду все-таки Алахамору. Да. Давайте сюда. Ой, нет. Наверное, не сюда. А может и сюда. Ну ладно, я туда уже добегу. Да, наконец-таки, как говорится, дадут Алахамору, чтобы можно было открывать двери. Это, как по мне, одно из самых важных заклинаний, которым меня должны были обучить чуть ли не в первый час игры. Но, как говорится, кого это волнует? Правильно. Что с тобой, чувак? А с тобой что? Да. Это там, где готовят. Прикол. Я понял. Интересно, ну ладно. Короче, место, где готовят еду для общего зала, как я понял. Ну, ладно. Так. Мы идем дальше. Собственно, мы пришли. Опа.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose
Это
you could call
точно.
it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night.
Классная графика, ребят.
for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving.
I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises.
53,
The moons,
хорошо.
I assume, are an
Уже
uninspired
что-то
play.
смогу прикупить.
Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for
конечно.
fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
Ладно, хорошо.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh! I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Алахамора. Давай.
Alohomora.
Чего? А... Так, окей. Капец, это что за фигня?
Well done! You're in!
А, блин.
No one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
Я уже догадался, отстаньте. Иди-то. Да, что ли? Сундук. Вещи — это хорошо.
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of...
Поднимаемся, поднимаемся, поднимаемся. Наверх или сюда?
This
Или
must be
сюда?
the prefect's bathroom.
Жесть.
They're saying that Ranrock's loyalists are preparing for a rebellion. Brutes, always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and his lot wouldn't be so primitive if they were one of those goblins comes from me. I'll hand him his hat. Or hell, my
Ладно, куда мы идем дальше?
Hello, Amora.
Да, блин, вы прикалываетесь. Так, окей. Ну ладно, сойдет. Уходим, а куда идем дальше? Наверх. Хорошо. Я тебя могу привлечь? Меня поймали, да? И поэтому мне сейчас будет загрузка, да? Я понял. Надо было как-то его внимание привлечь. Ведь оглушать я его не могу, да? Значит, надо как-то привлекать внимание. Где, блин, заклинание столбеней? Понять не могу. Или остолбеней это стандартные заклинания, которые я использую, типа атакующие. Да ладно. Что, сначала? Серьезно? Прикол, конечно. Ну я здесь уже, конечно, все пособирал, поэтому, скорее всего, больше и не понадобится. Или первую мне тоже не понадобится собирать, я сразу иду ко второй. Так, вот тут меня этот привлек, но сейчас его нету.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though.
Ходим.
I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor knows best.
Ай-яй-яй-яй, плохо дело.
I know you're meaning that. And Ravenclaw would not have been that. Not this year, anyway.
I'm partial to Hufflepuff myself. What was that?
Никого тут нет. Так, окей.
Anyway, I had high hopes for Hufflepuff. I was finally going to learn the Quidditch rules.
It's a majestic sport.
encompasses
Так, все, идем отсюда. А, не.
Revelio.
Блин, стелс-миссии ненавижу, ребят. Вот отвечаю. Ненавижу стелс-миссии. Официально признаю. Как говорится, каюсь.
Revelio.
Угу. Не поворачивайся. Что, вниз? И куда дальше?
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course,
Возможно.
I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
Он предлагает мне нарушать.
Understood.
Ладно,
I
хорошо.
shall keep an eye out.
I
Ну,
appreciate
короче, собирательский элемент в игре, я понял.
Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Угу. Так, хорошо. Куда дальше-то?
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts. She hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Что, ты мне предлагаешь изначально бомбарду выучить, а только потом к тебе идти? Встретиться с Себастьяном. Ну, это мы сейчас сделаем. Магический рецепт, магический рецепт. Говорить с Диком. Хочет научить меня использовать хэтминшоп для спасения волшебных тварей. Вот это заклинание нужно. Ну, ладно, пойдем сначала к Себастьяну. Это где? Ого. Мира. Ого. 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 Она будет лететь. Я понял. А я тут еще, наверное, не был, да? Так. А летим сейчас, видимо.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place.
My Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
I never thought
Ну вот зашли, однако.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Сколько же здесь всего для изучения, ребят. Но вам меня не поймать все равно. Я не понял одного. Так, это я спущусь. О, хорошо. Чтобы у меня был фаст-тревел здесь. Да, изучать и изучать. Так, еще здесь фаст-тревел возьмем. Угу, взяли. А тут, кстати, не будет? О, как интересно тут все. Оу! Воу-воу-воу. Но я тут вижу другое, что вот тут шарики есть. Да ё-моё. Ну сбивай ты шарики. Ага. И вон там еще шарики вижу. Я надеюсь, это все-таки те шарики. Четыре. И, собственно, 5. Ага. И вон где-то еще там я видел шарики. Внизу. Не, ребят. Не для... Не для вас, не для вас, не для вас. Что тут было сделано? Ну давай! Как говорится, увидел шарики, лопни. А чему бы и нет? Прекрасно. Распор. Ждать.
You made it.
А вот и я, да.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on.
Может
I'll take you
быть.
to my uncle's.
Ну, пойдем.
This way.
Идем.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you...
Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh dear, Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
Боже, какой ужас.
I'll
Ну, я
do my
попробую,
best.
конечно.
I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting
Может, и
tired.
не
I should probably
напрасно.
rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
Что хоть за проклятие? Может, реально есть
That
какой-то
boy will
способ?
fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves any time soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
Да, он хочет поступить
I know
правильно.
he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
Ну, пойдем.
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be
Иди давай,
underestimated.
фига ли ты стоишь?
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
А что за проклятие? Может, все-таки есть какое-то противоядие?
To dig through this rubble. Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book. Following orders. Leave your accusation over here.
Ого!
Such arrogance. I'm ripping and dying already. What are you doing? You've made your last mistake.
Да.
I don't have time for this making. I won't, little moon calf. Pity, not right. I've been fighting since. Much too slow. How childish! Was that your best?
Ох ты ж, блин.
Glance off of me. You can't stop us. Not quite.
А!
Someone's here. Easily diverted.
Да что ты будешь делать?
for me. Losing your stride. You explain the stench. Most of me.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
А мне что, типа страшно? Бесит, конечно. Ну, бог с ним. Ладно, чего случилось? Рассказывай, показывай.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Так, окей. Ага, вот что-то тут есть.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Confringo!
Ясно. Это что?
Revelio. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Идем. Посмотрим.
Revelio. Sebastian, I've seen this before. The house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Reparo. Revelio.
Так. И тут бинго.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Колодец.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section. with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It all has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Revelio. Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Lumos.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Стулья, которые я не могу просто так убрать, потому что мне, видимо, нужно вот это, по-моему, заклинание.
Lumos.
Так, а что если...
Confringo. Lumos. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange,
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can, but perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come.
Давай.
I'm tempted to
Lumos.
hold my breath.
Ну-ка. Загадки, загадки, загадки. Ну, пришли, попали в крипту. А что дальше? А ты не
Why would
верил?
the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
Ну-ка, ну-ка.
hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Через сову. Так, ладно, ребят. На этом я часть заканчиваю. Хочу поблагодарить вас за просмотр. Пишите в комментариях, что думаете по поводу всего этого. Ставьте лайк, подписывайтесь на канал и до новых встреч. Пока-пока.